Sahih al-Bukhari 1431. Narrated Ibn Abbas. The Prophet went out for the Eid prayer on the Eid day and offered a 2-rakat prayer, and he neither offered a prayer before it or after it. Then he went towards the women along with Bilal. He preached them and ordered them to give in charity. And some, amongst the women, started giving their forearm bangles and earrings. Sahih al-Bukhari 1432. Narrated Abu Burda bin Abu Musa. That his father said, whenever a beggar came to Allah's messenger, or he was asked for something, he used to say to his companions, help and recommend him and you will receive the reward for it, and Allah will bring about what he will through his prophet's tongue. Sahih al-Bukhari 1433. Narrated Asma. The Prophet said to me, do not withhold your money, for if you did so, Allah would withhold his blessings from you. Narrated Abda. The Prophet said, do not withhold your money by counting it, i.e. hoarding it, for if you did so, Allah would also withhold his blessings from you. Sahih al-Bukhari 1434. Narrated Asma bint Abu Bakr. That she had gone to the Prophet, and he said, do not shut your money bag, otherwise Allah too will withhold his blessings from you. Spend, in Allah's cause, as much as you can afford. Sahih al-Bukhari 1435. Narrated Abu Wail. Hudhaifa said, Umar said, who amongst you remembers the statement of Allah's messenger about afflictions? I said, I know it as the Prophet had said it. Umar said, no doubt, you are bold. How did he say it? I said, a man's afflictions, wrong deeds, concerning his wife, children and neighbors are expiated by his prayers, charity, and enjoining good. The sub-narrator Sulayman added that he said, the prayer, charity, enjoining good and forbidding evil. Umar said, I did not mean that, but I ask about that affliction which will spread like the waves of the sea. I said, O chief of the believers, you need not be afraid of it as there is a closed door between you and it. He asked, will the door be broken or opened? I replied, no, it will be broken. He said, then, if it is broken, it will never be closed again? I replied, yes. Then we were afraid to ask what that door was, so we asked Masruq to inquire, and he asked Hudhaifa regarding it. Hudhaifa said, the door was Umar. We further asked Hudhaifa whether Umar knew what that door meant. Hudhaifa replied in the affirmative and added, he knew it as one knows that there will be a night before the tomorrow morning. Sahih al-Bukhari 1436. Narrated Hakim bin Hizam. I said to Allah's messenger, before embracing Islam I used to do good deeds like giving in charity, slave manumitting, and the keeping of good relations with kith and kin. Shall I be rewarded for those deeds? The Prophet replied, you became Muslim with all those good deeds, without losing their reward. Sahih al-Bukhari 1437. Narrated Aisha. Allah's messenger said, when a woman gives in charity from her husband's meals without wasting the property of her husband, she will get a reward for it, and her husband too will get a reward for what he earned and the storekeeper will have the reward likewise. Sahih al-Bukhari 1438. Narrated Abu Musa. The Prophet said, an honest Muslim storekeeper who carries out the orders of his master and pays fully what he has been ordered to give with a good heart and pays to that person to whom he was ordered to pay, is regarded as one of the 2 charitable persons. Sahih al-Bukhari 1439. Narrated Aisha. The Prophet said, if a woman gives in charity from her husband's house, as in Sahih Bukhari 1440, Sahih al-Bukhari 1440. Narrate Aisha. The Prophet said, if a woman gives in charity from her husband's house. The Prophet also said, if a lady gives meals in charity from her husband's house without spoiling her husband's property, she will get a reward and her husband will also get a reward likewise. The husband will get a reward because of his earnings and the woman because of her spending.